everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. With a spot in the Super Bowl on the line, everything is on the line in today's conference championship matchup. It's the Raiders going up against the Chiefs. So let's get you out to Kansas City as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Big tight end. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw on second down is Smith. And Conley's got it over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to cut it back right. And he cuts it out to the sideline. Nice stiff arm. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 62 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Johnson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 60 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcel Reese, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
On the return, here's DeAndrew White. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, Smith. Buying time to his left. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Smith. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Throwing on 3rd down. Smith. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end with a short run.
And the back goes into motion. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Smith. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing again is Smith. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Benny Logan has the body of a defensive end, but the skill set of a defensive tackle is very difficult for offensive guards to block.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. throwing his car on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 24 that time, and the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal. Red zone opportunity. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But the Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just been driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? So that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
I
roads.
certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them. I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 20 yards to go here on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Carr to throw on second down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. After the run, Smith going to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Here's Beckham, and he goes out of bounds. Oh, and you just can't do that. 50 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of against a long pass, and when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. 3rd and long, it's Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big, big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They snipped it out and stuffed it.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now here comes Kansas City. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2nd and 10, Smith again. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Keenan Reynolds, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And finding Pruitt. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Second down following the incompletion.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Carr finding time, and he's got room, and he slides to avoid the hit. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Screenplay, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Carr, looking for someone to throw to. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So we come upon and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go to Johnson again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Tackle made that time by Jay Howard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now they're in the hurry up. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Odell Beckham, 57 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now White on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Kelsey out in the slot right. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking for the out route. It's complete to Macklin. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. David Johnson from 6 yards away. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Bruh, how does nigga get a lag switch? I said, I'm surprised you called. I mean, you been out of school for about 4 to 5 hours. And you see me text you and all.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He's got the hook up with Conley. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Halfback sent in motion. Here's Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Smith now to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Carr now on 1st down. And some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Praise, you gonna keep doing it, continue to do the same shit, bro? Just take off with your quarterback. And spam the same fucking plays over and over, bro. That shit, that's not real football, bro. But okay, I'm gonna let you have it.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Muscles him off. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Bro, what's going on with your lag switch, bro? Okay, every time you get the ball, you about to do something, bro. It lags for you. So what's going on with your lag switch, bro?
Physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. To throw, it's called.
What the?
Down to avoid the tackle. They give him 12 yards in the 1st down. Operates in the red zone.
Hello? Yeah. This shit crazy.
Into the red zone, it's called. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but
Marcel Reese, that's that nigga name.
before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Carl again here on 2nd and 10. And that one got 10. It's kind of threw everything off. It brings up 4.
What you doing? Chilling for right now. Are you about to go somewhere? So why ass off right now? Huh? I said why is it right now? This shit crazy, bro. Like your shit don't lag on your end at all. Like it ain't lagging for no kicks or nothing.
Another offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is...
Is you about to do a nano blitz again? I stand fucking corrected. Ain't no fucking way that nigga supposed to hit me.
Justin Pegnato in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Here's Smith now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And goes there, complete.
That must be your cousin.
Sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. The second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they're looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they did get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
Thank you.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll give it to him right off the gut. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's supposed to run the opposite way. And he about to send a blitz on the right side.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, we're going to see more people stacked up to the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands. Unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief no doubt on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on third down, Smith.
My nigga missed the fucking ball, bro. He missed the fucking ball, dude.
Justin Pegnato now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Back in the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And Otis will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a one-play drive, we throw an interception.
What, Grandma? No. No. Grandma, you don't know your own grandson number. Hold up, man, I'm doing something. Call me back in like 5 minutes, alright? Alright.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catchability, rockability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now Johnson, 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, holding to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll send back in the lane to the left side. To throw his call. They'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home
a second down incompletion. On play action, not called. That's going to be caught.
Fuck, man, that's a pick.
Picks up the first as he's able to take it to the 7-yard line. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wide end gets it, when your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to God caught a few passes to
Man, that was a fucking pick, bro.
passing game. Sometimes you find many receiver because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to go out for those types of passes.
The big tight end, Clyde Walford, the intended target. It's third down.
And he still doesn't have the catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They're trying to run it in. Johnson.
Bro, this shit sad as hell. They gave this nigga every fucking bum ass play it is, bro.
David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And they make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This nigga get all the fucking cheese plays it is.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the wide out in motion. Smith on first down.
What the fuck, my nigga?
Picked off by Jones.
I swear to God, this game cheating for your punk ass. You in a cover 3. I overthrew my nigga and he underthrew it. This game cheat for your sorry ass niggas. I swear to God it does.
And their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to be out of bounds right around the 40. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this down.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Trunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
On first and 10, Smith. The Cowboys got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly, they get to the line. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Now a first down play, it's Smith. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
That nigga play inside out again? Really? That shit sad as hell, bro. They...
It takes me back to when we saw the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited it the last time out.
Man, these niggas need to start having a fucking key. Man, where the hell your key at? Man, you need to start using it. Right here, sleep. Grandma said call her. I don't know. Come the fuck on, man. I swear, man. Sorry ass niggas in Madden. You did the same fucking plays about 30 times plus. Now you got this fucking acceleration clock on. This nigga turned on the acceleration clock and shit.
It's just their first, they'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come up with an offset out. Here's Carter throw. Escaping the
Look, then he did. Look, the same fucking plays, bro. You doing the same fucking plays the whole game. This the shit that pissed me off, bro. Like, now the game don't want to lag now. Like, the game was lagging for you when I was up. This shit weird as hell, bro.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
That's a good strong run there. That one pick on the first down, there was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. 2 yards to go here on third down.
Look at that shit. Bro, you is trash, bro. On grandma, you is trash.
Kansas City territory. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball down.
Trash ass Madden players, bro.
David Johnson setting his best for the Colts with his third touchdown of the game. And the Raiders hang on to their lead. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride. Some people like to do that.
Shut the fuck up, you did 30 times. Ran a bunch. Cause the nigga ran the same fucking, he ran the same fucking offense the whole game. Oh, come on, Alex. Throw it to the fucking sideline. Come on, man. I can't pick the play. Like, bro, ran the same fucking play the whole game. The whole game. The whole game.
Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them. It makes their job that much easier.
For 919.
That many points allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
I don't know. He been up all damn morning. So watch me well. Watch me no. You said what play did I run the whole game?